right, it's the end of the day. Cheers. Channel ramble. It's interesting, often the feedback that I get on both TikTok and YouTube. Example, both Putin, I did the WEF in Russia recently, and Daniel Smith, Premier of Alberta. And people have said to the effect of, and I'll use Daniel Smith more as an example, well, she hasn't participated in the WEF in, I don't know, a decade or something. Okay, so using Daniel Smith again as an example, I could do a more exhaustive search. What Global Leaders Forum she participated in, exactly the years to the month, what addresses she made, attendance in Davos, etc. Could break that down further and then say, yes, she's had seemingly know that I can find interaction with the WEF since whatever date. And then I could say, well, my opinion, therefore, is that she has put the WEF aside, behind her, whatever the case may be. Well, all it would be is opinion, okay? Now, I can't help but impose my opinion upon anything I do on the channel. How can I? It's not humanly possible. I can opinionate upon patterns I see and whatnot, but my opinion on whether Daniel Smith has left the WEF behind would simply be that. It would be opinion. It would, despite any amount of research I could do, it would be simply that, opinion. My opinion, I would like to have faith in Daniel Smith. Naheed Nenshi, who did he replace? What was her name? Notley. The mayor of Calgary. Now, they're all recent active WEF. So I'd like to believe in Daniel Smith. But again, no amount of research and tying things together would prove anything conclusively. It would simply be my opinion. So I don't think it's worth my time or yours. The relevance of time, I mean, if somebody graduated the Young Global Leaders program last year, we can assume they're active status. I have not been able to find any way to ascertain actual active status member within the WEF's forum. They're very, very tight-lipped about money. I did stumble across once, and I've mentioned it in one or two videos, to maintain their active status WEF membership, they pay between $11,000 and $22,000 US per year. But beyond that, I can't find anything that says, and again, I'll just use Daniel Smith as an example, that she paid her dues last year, which would make her active status. I'm assuming she isn't, and I'd like to think she isn't. But again, I'm just using her as an example. I can't find anything that concretely defines if they are actual active status. Even their attendance at Davos, because people do attend Davos who aren't Young Global Leaders graduates. So a bit of a ramble, but hey, it's my channel, I can ramble, and I hope that sort of clarifies something. What I'm trying to do here is expose them. The only thing we can do is vote them out. For example, New Brunswick just had the election. The Liberal candidate, now Premier Susan Holt, is WEF. And she stated that she is. And she stated that she's all about digital ID. And then no sooner does she get elected, and now the federal government is saying, yes, they're going to pursue digital ID for us poor peasants. Despite the fact the Canadian government website, I've covered this subject, says they were only looking into it to state current should the whole world do it, and they really have no intentions of, and it was discussed in Parliament that no, they really weren't, and then Trudeau said, oh yeah, we're doing it. So again, my point is, I find them, I expose them. The rest of it, I'll say, is up to you. I can't do anything else beyond that. I only have one vote in one riding. So there you go.